I was considering doing a podcast on this player several times, but I didn't know how to break it down. But I'm going to just talk about not his career with Detroit before he ended up with Toronto, not talking about his Christianity, not talking about really the Summit Series 72 because that's been done to death. But do you ever wonder why Paul Henderson left the Maple Leafs for the WHA? Well, here's the basic description. When he scored a winning goal for Canada in Game 8 of the Summit Series against the Russian, one of the most important goals in sports history, in my opinion, it doesn't matter what sport, Henderson wasn't really the born-again Christian he's now is. He was struggling a lot with his newfound popularity. Now, while he appreciated support from the fans and the various business opportunities it created in Toronto and across the nation, he grew increasingly frustrated over time as the attention intruded on his private life. Now, in his autobiography, Shooting for Glory, that's a must-read if you can still find it. It could be out of print in some areas of Canada. Henderson stated that the fame left him less satisfied than he had ever been because he reached the top of the mountaintop and found the mountain was, just another mountain. Now, his frustrations with Maple Leafs owner Harold Ballard, which were legendary, he felt that Henderson felt that he was destroying the team spiritually and emotionally and on the ice. Contributed to his developing a career-ending possible ulcer. Now, Henderson later admitted he was not mature enough at the time to deal with acerbic Ballard. He briefly turned to alcohol as he struggled to deal with his situation. Now, Henderson's professional career also reached its lowest point during the 73 season as he became depressed, and by December he had scored only 6 goals, and, the press was really on him. He's also struggled with a groin injury and played only 40 contests for the Leafs, who missed the playoffs. Now, prior to the 74 season, this is where the confusion comes in on how he jumped to WHA. He spoke to the late great John Bassett, owner of the WHA's Toronto Toros, who had his own problems with Harold Ballard's criminal style rent for Maple Leaf Gardens, so the Toros could play. He offered Henderson a 5-year contract worth twice his annual $75,000 salary from the Maple Leafs. The deal included a $50,000 signing bonus and performance bonuses based on how he played in his final year with the Maple Leafs, of all things. Henderson signed the contract, though he said in his autobiography that he had regretted doing so before completing his term with the NHL club. A bitter opponent of the WHA, Ballard had vowed not to lose more players to the rival league. At that point, I think he lost 7 or 8. When he found out about the deal, he offered Henderson the same contract terms, but without a signing bonus. Upset of how stingy Ballard had been with his teammates, Henderson told Ballard to take his contract and shove it. And angered Ballard never forgave Henderson and never spoke to him again. But I think Henderson never spoke to Ballard. Now, following a 24-goal campaign his final season with the Leafs, Henderson officially moved to WHA, where he played in another tournament against the Soviets. Now, when he played Summit 74, he had not skated in any WHA game. This was the preseason. But under the rules, because he was under a WHA contract, he could play, which was totally bizarre because he had never, again, played with the Toros in any shape or form, to my knowledge. Now, while the original series restricted players from the NHL, the 74 Summit Series featured a team made of WHA players. Now, the Howes were dual citizens, but were still allowed to play because Canadian dual citizens can still play for USA and Canada, like Brian Trottier and Brett Hull and all that. Now, the series did lack the intensity of the original, while yet Henderson felt that he played well, and I tend to agree. The very infamous third game, where Canada almost came all the way back from 7-3 down to tie the contest. Now, he had 2 goals and 2 assists in the series, although Canada finished with a 1-win, 4 losses, and 3 tie record. He felt the WHA had proven itself, and I tend to agree. First season with the WHA, he had 33 goals and 63 points while playing 58 games. Now, he was suffering many injuries, but I think Paul Henderson's biggest problem, he was still trying to find himself, say like the U2 song. I still haven't found what I was looking for. But you can't find the Lord surrounded by Harold Ballard, because just like Donald Trump, I think that Harold Ballard and Donald Trump was sent by Satan to fuck up the world, make emotionally upset. As Canadians, we're not freaking out too much about Donald Trump because we saw it in Harold Ballard for a number of years. The narcissism, the paranoia, the foolishness, all stuff like that. And rewriting the rules in sport. Toronto had an opportunity in the late 1960s, early 70s to be the best team in the NHL. And Harold Ballard fucking blew it. And it's kind of ironic that Donald Trump ran on the coattails of John Bassett in the USFL and used his prestige to draw attention to himself, and that's what Harold Ballard did. The only reason why Harold Ballard was mad at the NHL, mad at the WHA, because people like John Bassett couldn't be controlled. Like Trump, Ballard was a control freak, bar none. But you see, the problem is Harold Ballard didn't have the finger on the nuclear weapons, unlike Donald Trump. But then again, when you're a Montreal Canadiens fan, who do you hate more, Donald Trump or Harold Ballard? Harold Ballard, of course. Donald Trump couldn't be Harold Ballard on his best day. He's a fucking, he's a goon and a gun and a schnook. Harold Ballard was pure evil. Say like Time Bandits. Anyway, Paul Henderson can tell you, never trust Harold Ballard. You can trust him now because he's dead. Don't forget to check his grave, ladies and gentlemen, because I haven't been there in a while because of COVID. Have a nice day. Bye.